Ultimately, you have stakeholders that are like, where are my people? Like, I need to interview people. I need to make sure this gets moving forward. We can't wait. We have to go. Put the wrong person in the role, things can start going the other direction real quick.
Hey, I'm Jeremy with Northwest, and today we're sitting down with our recruiting manager, Nick. So what happens if you bring someone in too quickly and they're a wrong fit for the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's something, we've done it. And it's one of those where leaving the role open is probably the safer route because you're already doing what you need to get done. But when you bring in someone who's not the right fit for the role, for the culture, whatever it might be, but you brought in the wrong person for the wrong reasons, it has kind of a ripple effect of what it will touch and how it will impact things. One example I can think of, right away is, a big impact roles when you're trying to hire executives or senior level people at the company who are going to have a big impact on everybody that works for them, right underneath them. We were trying to hire a very specialized, high level person into the company to essentially close one of the gaps we have. In that position, you're being very selective. You know exactly what you want them to do, exactly what you need them to be here for. And you get really hyper-focused on those things. Like, you need it to be this. If it's not this, it's not going to work. So a lot of time goes by. You're interviewing a lot of people like, oh, you're great. You don't have that? Okay, you're not a good fit. Move on to the next one. Then you got, I got to change my job posting approach. I got to change all this. You're doing all these things to try and make it work. Ultimately, you have stakeholders that are like, where are my people? Like, I need to interview people. I need to make sure this gets moving forward. We can't wait. We have to go. Then you get that pressure. They're getting pressure from somewhere else inevitably. And what ended up happening for us in that situation, I wasn't providing them people because I didn't feel like we had the right people to interview. We had some people with good skill sets, similar to what we were looking for, just not exactly what we wanted. And I folded under the pressure of my stakeholders saying, you gotta find someone and get them in front of us. So I went back and I grabbed my best 2 or 3 people and I was like, let's interview them, see what we got. Put them through the process. We like this one the best, go offer them the job. Okay, I go offer them the job. We hire them, start working here for, I don't know, they were here for 6 months maybe.
Okay.
And then you start to see the cracks form where you're like, oh, they're not in alignment with what your stakeholder wanted. I provided them with this information, but not with this information. And so now they're working with half of the total information, and how are they going to be successful in that way? As you can probably tell, this led to that awkward conversation of, man, is this the right fit for you? I don't know if it's the right fit for us. And then you have to go down and do that dance of like, this is really awkward for both of us, and I don't like having these conversations, but we have to now.
Hiring the wrong person for the job can have a ripple effect through your entire business. But admit it, we've all been there. Tell us the horror story of your worst hire down in the comments below. Then stick around. Coming up, Nick is going to explain how you can find the right person for the job, even when you're desperate to fill the role. So let's say somebody's watching this video right now. That person's looking to hire someone, and they're maybe in a point of desperation. As you're growing your business, you realize you need those roles a little after you already need them. Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for someone who's looking to fill a role quickly?
Yeah, I mean, if they're in, and most people are in that point of like, uh-oh, I should have filled this months ago, right? Keep that in mind for the future, because it's probably gonna happen again, and hopefully you can learn from that. But what I could say there is, you get that point of desperation, you have to come back to what matters most to you, right? You have to be confident in making that decision that you have to hold true to your values, your culture fit, whatever you need there, specific skills. And you get to that point of desperation, don't just pull the trigger and hire somebody. Like, take a step back and look at what's not working, right? Maybe it's the fact that your job posting isn't saying exactly what you want. Don't be afraid to be blunt in your job posting. Or maybe you step back and realize, maybe I could hire 2 people at a lower level that can work together to accomplish what I want here, and we can grow them. So you have the right culture fit, you have trainable things, and you have people that want to learn. Teach them, let them learn, let them grow with you. That's usually a really good avenue. It's easier to hire them at a lower level, and then you get them and you kind of develop them into what you want, and they're happier, you're accomplishing cool things together. That's where I would go.
Do you think it's worse to leave a role open or put someone in who's ultimately not going to be a fit in the end, even knowing that at the start?
Yeah, it's something I tell my team all the time. It is always better to leave the role open rather than putting the wrong person in that position. If you put the wrong person in that position, you could be not just jeopardizing that role, but a lot more at the company than if you left it open, because you're already working in that moment, right? Where the role's already open. You're still accomplishing your goals. You're just not doing as well as you might if you had someone there. Put the wrong person in the role, things can start going the other direction real quick.
Great advice. Nick, thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us today. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, take the time to do it now. Here at Northwest, we have a building full of experts ready to help you grow your business. If there's any video you'd like to see, drop the suggestion down in the comments below.